In this episode, we're going to do something similar to what we did in the Dragoon Micro episode. If you allow a Vulture to just attack a Zealot, if you let a Zealot and a Vulture just fight it out with no micromanagement, the Vulture loses. Quite substantially. But Vultures move faster than Zealots and they have an attack. They have a ranged attack. Which means that if you control your Vulture correctly, you can get it to kill a Zealot without ever being touched. Now, you might think just right-click on the ground to make the Vulture move, and then A left-click on the ground to make the Vulture attack. Now that works, but notice that when I A left-click on the ground, the Vulture has to completely come to a stop. The Vulture has to totally stop moving before it will attack the Zealot. And that's less efficient than it could be. We'd like the Vulture to barely stop moving in between attacks. And we can accomplish this, but we can't accomplish this with the attack command that we get by pressing A and left-clicking on the ground. Instead, we have to use the patrol command, which for me is the hotkey P. So rather than just A left-click on the ground like this, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to press P on my keyboard, and then I'm going to left-click on the ground behind the Vulture, but not directly behind the Vulture. So, not here, but here, behind and to the side of the Vulture, with the patrol command, when I'm close to the Zealot, and that will cause, well, I'll just do it. That was a patrol click. Patrol click. You can see the Vulture sort of jitters a bit, fires a shot back at the Zealot, but only half turns around, and I can keep running in the same direction I was already running. I can keep moving in the same direction I was already moving, with barely any slowing down. And this means I never have to get the Vulture to stop moving at all, so I can keep moving away from the Zealot, and I can stay a lot safer. So now we've got 5 Zealots versus 3 Vultures. 5 Zealots costs a lot more than 3 Vultures do, but we're going to kill these 5 Zealots, probably without getting touched, certainly without losing a Vulture, by using this patrol click. So this is an important fact. Even though multiple different commands in the game will get your units to attack something that is nearby, patrol, attack, stop, hold position, all of those will cause the units you're controlling to attack something that's close by, the way they behave is very different. In the case of Vultures, the attack command forces the Vulture to stop moving before they'll actually launch a shot. But the patrol command doesn't, so we can use that to take advantage of the Vulture's fast movement speed, keep the Vultures moving while they are while they're shooting at the enemy, so that they are always on the move, they're always moving away, and they're always a lot safer than if they had to stop moving completely. There's another important principle that I want to, another important micromanagement trick that I want to show with Vultures, and that is about laying spider mines. So we have here spider mines researched for these Vultures. Hotkey is I. So if I press I and left-click on the ground over here, the Vultures move to this position, and some of them lay down spider mines. Not all of them did. This Vulture didn't lay down spider mines. Or if I do the same thing with this group of Vultures over here, they'll head to the position that I clicked, and some of them will lay mines, but maybe all of them did that time. But often Vultures get in each other's ways when you're trying to tell them to lay spider mines. Quite a few of these Vultures still have 2 mines left, because they did not lay mines that second time I commanded them to. So there is a better way to command your Vultures to lay mines than to just grab a whole group of them, press I, and left-click on the ground somewhere. They'll often get in each other's way if there are a lot of Vultures being commanded to lay mines in one place. Instead, you want to box small groups of the Vultures, only 3 or 4 at a time, and tell them to lay mines in different positions. So, I'm going to move my group here, and then I'm going to say, okay, group I click, group I click, group I click, group I click. And they're all going to go lay mines in these different areas. And then I can keep using these small groups I've created to lay more mines. And that's more efficient than telling 12 Vultures to all lay mines at the same time, because 12 Vultures all trying to lay mines at the same time are probably going to get in each other's way. You won't lay as many spider mines as you could be laying. But if you make small groups, then you'll get a lot more mines laid, and a much stronger position that the enemy's going to have a harder time dealing with.